We are live. Hey guys, Crazy Dash here, and welcome back to our first Train Sim World 3 stream. Oh boy, I am super excited to play this. So, been letting it install for most of this afternoon. So currently I have the three main routes installed, and Boston Providence. Trying to install Luzerne to Cersei because I wanted to try out the ETCS fix, but that's besides the point. So today we shall be taking our first look at Train Sim World 3, and to top it all off, today is my birthday and I'm turning 19. So yeah, I haven't really done a whole lot because if you guys have been checking out my community posts, I got COVID. I'm on a day, I think day 10 or day 11, I believe. And yeah, it's definitely has not been fun. So I've had to quarantine in a hotel, and I got COVID while I was at college. So when you get COVID at my college, you have to then be transported to a hotel, and then you have to quarantine. So I had to quarantine for about 10 days. So I basically missed my first week of school, and I wasn't able to see anyone, and I wasn't able to leave. So yeah, it sucked. And I obviously had because of that, I missed early access for Train Sim World 3 because I did get the deluxe edition. Okay, so that's enough for anyone. So yeah, if you hear me coughing a lot this stream, then yeah, that explains why. Alright, so I say we get started. Let me just make sure, yeah, stream is public. What's up, Louis J? Welcome to the stream. Alright. So yeah, I definitely do apologize if if I am coughing a lot, because it's been happening a lot recently, so yeah. Okay, enough talking. Let's try some trains. So let's choose a route. So currently I have the 3 main routes installed, and then Boston Sprinter also installed. So I just want to make sure just want to see my progress and whatnot. Cool. It is very cool that that Dovetail did bring over our progress. That was definitely really awesome to see. Okay, so I did play this a little bit off camera. Was just checking out like the training center and whatnot. So I completed the training modules. So I completed all the fundamentals. I also did the ES44 tutorial. Okay, so what shall we do first? I'm actually not sure. I think because I don't have a whole lot of time to stream. I only have like 2 hours, so I kinda gotta be wise. I say we start off with Kassel Würzburg. I am super stoked to play this route. Alright, now one criticism I do have is once you get to this, I wish you were able to then select the journey mode for the route. That I think would have been nice. So that's one criticism I have. So we'll go to rail journeys. I just wanna look. I just wanna see. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, neat. Yeah, it's pretty neat. Okay, alright. Let's see here. So, did my game freeze? Oh, no. Okay, so yeah, we shall start with Kassel Würzburg, King of the Kassel. And we are starting off with the ICE 1 introduction. So let's do this. super excited to finally get my hands on the ICE-1.
In this training module, you will be taken through the operation of this.
Oh, I should have done the route intro first. Oh well, it's fine.
High-speed train.
It's fine. We'll be fine.
During this brief introduction, you will be covering the critical driving controls and passenger operations. When you are ready, climb aboard to get started.
Now, one thing I also find kind of annoying is the camera sensitivity is very different between when you're a person and when you're like in the cameras. So like in here, like as you can see, my camera isn't really that sensitive, and I intentionally made the sensitivity low because if I go into exterior camera view, it's extremely sensitive. So I did that to try to lessen the sensitivity of the camera view.
Take a seat in the driver's seat.
Alright, let's hop in the driver's seat.
Firstly, you will need to set the reverser. This controls the direction of travel and activates the cab.
Alright, insert the reverser, set to forward. Set the the master lights on.
Set the headlights to let others around you know this train is operational.
Alright.
Activate the brakes with the brake key.
Alright.
Open the passenger doors to allow boarding.
Yes, sir.
Close the doors before departure.
Alright, we're not picking anyone up. I forgot. Close the door.
The train is now ready to depart. Release the brakes and the power to get moving. You'll be doing one circuit of the training center and aim to come to a stop back at this station again afterwards.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting enough. Hold on, I also want to change, because of course I usually don't use immersion controls. So, and of course it's gonna lock me in immersion controls. Wait, can I change it? No, yeah, it is locked to immersion, but what I do want to do, wait, can I not change, oh wait, can I not change, what extra view I get? Oh, that's lame. Okay, yeah, I don't like immersion controls. Alright, let's hear these sounds. Full power. Kind of sounds like the rebuilt ICE ones, so yeah, sadly they don't have the nice harmonic traction motors, which is kind of unfortunate. Interior sounds do sound nice though.
Coasting is a method used to efficiently maintain speed and reduce motor stress and maintenance requirements.
But I want to go faster. I want to go faster though. Fine.
Keeping to speed limits is important.
Yeah, and the speed limit is 300 kilometers an hour, so let me speed.
Braking force using the train brake. Built between 1989 and 1993, the ICE-1 was Germany's first high-speed intercity express train.
Yes, sir. Yes, it was.
Although it looks and is operated like an electrical multiple unit, ICE-1 train sets consist of 2 Class 401 power cars and up to 14 intermediate
Well, yeah,
cars.
that's why I classify these types of trains as train sets.
The ICE-1 has a maximum operational speed of 280 kilometers per hour.
Oh, there you go. Oh, that's cool. Oh yeah, and this is where that teaser was for Train Sim World 3. That's pretty cool. All right, I want to hear this thing. We'll get up to like 120 kilometers an hour. Or at least close to it. I know the limits of these German trains. Oh, I forgot. We're going in a circle. I'll get up to like, I don't know. I want to go fast. Yeah, because I'm going around in a loop. Oh yeah, I found it interesting that the horn is on the floor. That I did not expect out of a German train. That's like super weird. I feel like that'd be super easy to accidentally press. I mean, I guess to an extent it makes sense, but also it just seems super confusing. Now this is kind of when I wish that distance was tracked by track distance and not fly distance, because now I don't know how far away I actually am from the station. But of course that wasn't something that was addressed in Train Sim World 3, so it's just whatever. So I'm just gonna slow down early. I see one has some pretty good brakes. I'm on a train brake 2. This thing has really powerful braking. I'm impressed. Also, I don't like how the track is clipping through the terrain.
You are approaching the station. Begin applying a small amount of braking force. Bring the train to a gentle stop.
Yes, sir. Bring it in easily. Even on 1B, these brakes are already super effective. I'm guessing that's by design. Let's bring her to a stop. IC1 actually seems, to an extent, it feels easier to drive than the IC3. It's like this thing has very powerful brakes. And a perfect stop.
Nice job. The train has safely come to a stop. You can now use the door control to open the passenger doors.
Alright. Close the doors again. After this, I might skip the scenario and just do a service, because I want to drive on the, do a full length run on the route. Not really do a scenario.
That concludes all the basics of operating this train.
I want to try to do at least one like thing on every route. See, I might also just go over the LZ, because I think there's an AFB and LZB tutorial if I'm not mistaken. So let me go to training. Oh my. Really? Huh. How come they're allowing me to drive the Oh, wait. Was one of my... Huh, I don't know. It's weird that it's giving me the Dresden... Yeah, the Dresden and Dostos and Talon 2. The 146. I don't think it comes with... It's probably just for the layers on... Yeah, it's probably for the layers on the route. Okay, anyways, so I need to go... Oh, I thought there was an... Well, I do want to do the route introduction, but... I swear there was an I thought there was an LZB tutorial. Oh, maybe that's in the... Is it in the... It's in the 403. Okay. Alrighty then. That's fine. I think that they'd have it also for the IC1, but... It's alright. Okay, well, let's do the route intro, because I want to see that. Welcome to Kassel, Würzburg.
Welcome to Würzburg Hauptbahnhof, located in Bavaria, Germany.
And there is a Pringles.
This region is renowned for its mountains,
Ford.
forests, lakes,
Yay.
and many ornate castles.
Yay.
There's a missing route map over there. Let's fix it while you're here.
Oh yeah, I got to do the route intro for Cajon Pass, and I really like what they're doing with the route intros now. It's like they make it natural to find a collectible. Also, it's super
Be sure
cool
to
that
apply missing route maps,
they're
restore
also
first
showing
aid
other
points,
areas.
bag
That
up
I think is
gravel,
pretty cool.
and update tunnel length signs.
Hey, Beeline, service rails. Wait for train to arrive. Oh, that's an A. There's an AC-1. It's cool that they show some of the other stuff. Say, like, you can see Frankfurt down here. Really hope we one day get a route out of Frankfurt. That'd be super awesome. Maybe down to Cologne. That'd be pretty sick. And there's the AC-1. Wait, do I need to go down to the cab? Oh, climb aboard the indicated carriage. Oh.
Oh, your train has arrived. So let's climb aboard.
Alright, let's get on board. It's a little laggy. Oh, take a seat in any of the... Well, I'm sitting in here then. Heck yeah. Love these compartments. This reflection's like a little weird. I'm assuming that's a bug. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that. Maybe it's not. Maybe... No, yeah, that is a bug.
This route runs for over 185 kilometers between the cities of Kassel and Würzburg on the Hanover to Würzburg high-speed railway, Germany's first high-speed railway line.
Exactly what I said in
Construction
my
on the Hanover to Würzburg line
video.
started in 1973 and was opened fully in 1991 at an estimated cost of over 20 million euros per kilometer.
Hello, SCRF Afnan. Sorry if I butchered your name. Welcome to the
50
stream.
tunnels and 31 viaducts needed on this 185 kilometer stretch between Kassel and Würzburg.
Yep,
This train
lots of
was the
mountains.
first intercity express train, known as the ICE. It consists of two
Whoa,
Class
what the
401 power cars at either end,
What was that?
and up to 14 intermediate cars. Built by
These reflections
Siemens
are a bit
between
glitchy.
1989 and 1993, the ICE-1 was Germany's first batch-produced high-speed train and is capable of operational
There's
speeds of
the
280
Divine Pavilion.
kilometers per hour. On this route, you will be able to drive the ICE-1.
Oh, look at that!
and
There's
its
a
more modern
it's a freight train.
successor, the ICE-3, as well as hauling freight in the
Whoa.
BR-185.2 locomotive.
Could you please not use caps SRF? And if you saw my community posts, I just turned 19.
This is Train Sim World. Schnellfahrstrecke Kassel-Würzburg.
Pretty cool, pretty cool. You should travel to Malaysia. I don't think I'm gonna be going there anytime soon. Okay, let's go back to the menu, and I say we just do a full-on service for Kassel Würzburg. I'm stoked. So we'll go to Rail Journeys, and I'll just do, ICE Festival. So let's see. Oh man, just from Kassel to Fulda? I don't want to do that. Icebreaker. Perform a speed test with the ICE-1 and complete a run of the line. Oh, that's kind of cool. So I'm guessing that means you have to go 280 kilometers an hour. I kind of want to do a service, if I'm being honest. And it looks like now you have to actually unlock. You actually have to unlock chapters now for journey modes. So I'm going to just do a service. So we will drive the BR 401. Oh wait, whoa, what's this? I did not mean to spawn on foot. Oh wait, okay. So wait, what do I do from here? Oh, okay, there we go. All right. I kind of want to go from Würzburg to Kassel. So we'll go from. Yeah, we'll do this service. IC 882 from Munich the keel. What shall we do for weather? I say we do dynamic weather. I say we do it in March. And we begin with light clouds. Yeah, my coughing's gone really bad. I actually wasn't coughing a whole lot before I started stream, but now, ever since I started stream, I'm just suddenly coughing a lot, so I don't know what's up with that. Probably need to take... Actually, I just took Mucinex, though. I don't know. Drive this train from Würzburg, Habanov to Kassel, Wilhelmsche. Alright, let's do this. Let's insert the reverser. Nice. Let's open the doors. Alright. Okay, train line is on. Set the headlights to bright. Master and instrument lights on. Oh. Oh, what the heck? That's a bug. I'm definitely gonna have to report that, but am I on I am on classic controls. Yeah, I am on classic controls. That's so weird. Hold on, let me just make sure I'm on. Yeah, I am on classic. Okay. Okay, that's definitely a weird bug. I think I've seen that happen before on Loser and Cersei, so I'll definitely report that to the forums. Okay, let me get up and let's enable the safety systems. Let's see. I think that's what I need to press for AFB. Oh wait, no. There's the different AFB settings. I love that. I love that noise. Oh look, ETCS. It's pretty cool. Turn on LZB, PZB, and CIFA. Is there anything else significant that I need to press on the back? I'm guessing that's the indicator lights. I'm guessing I don't need any of this stuff. Just double checking. The ICE one's pretty simple to set up, unlike the ICE 3. Alright, I think we're good to go. So let's sit down. And let's do this. Oh boy, I'm excited. Let's get some pictures before we roll out. Oh, look at that. Get a picture of the containers. Is there any... What other traffic's here? There's another IC3 here. Just get a pic... Ooh, yeah, let's just get a panoramic shot like that. Beautiful. Alright, let's get going. Lock the doors. And let's do this. Oh shoot, I never said AFB. Oh, that is super weird. Set that to 40. And let's go. Full power, I guess. I'm guessing that's what the IC drivers do in real life, because this thing doesn't have the greatest acceleration ever. Possibly, although it kind of looks like it's having trouble. Let's bring back the power just a little bit. Oh, I forgot the brake key. Whoops. My bad. Let's open that. Now we can go. Right? There we go. Also, I want to see the new PZB says it's safe to release. Oh, that's so cool. Where's the release? It's right here. Okay, we can proceed up to 60. God, that's gonna be a pain to do, and while HUDless, having to set the speed limit, the speed indicator, and just have to hopefully, and just hope that I landed right on the marker, although I guess a lot of this route's gonna be on LZB territory, but still. Hey, Train Master. Okay, we are rolling. 86 kilometers to go until we get to Fulda. This camera's really sensitive. Yeah, look at that thing of beauty. Oh, we're already on LZB territory? Dang, okay. Alright, set to 280 then. Let's listen to this sucker. This thing sounds really nice in the interior. And then that line continues down where our main Specibahn is. It's pretty cool. Yeah, scenery looks pretty good around here. Speed limit is now 160. Okay, Asiraf, can you please stop with the caps and asking me these very personal questions? If not, then I'm gonna probably have to mute you. So please show out. And there we go, our first tunnel. Shocking. There's also names, I think there's names for each of these tunnels, which is crazy. At least I think, I could be wrong though. Alright, it's up to 200 now. I'm just leaving the HUD on just so I can see the speed limits. So I just realized the gauge lights are pretty bright. How do I make them less bright? Oh, there we go. That's not really doing much. Oh, that's what I need to do, okay. I think it's a little too bright. Alright, it's up to 230. So, now one thing I do notice is that the IC1 is a lot more sluggish than the IC3, although that's kind of expected because this thing is pretty heavy. Oh man, I'm gonna have a lot of fun taking pictures on this route. So just look at all these bridges, man. Like look at that. Look at that. That's just gorgeous. This route's gonna be super fun to take pictures on. Even if there's a lot of tunnels, there's still a lot of bridges. Hello, Wayside Rail fan. Thanks for the birthday wishes. So for anyone joining the stream and wondering why I'm coughing so much, if you've seen my recent community post, I did get COVID. I'm still recovering from it, so just keep that in mind. I suddenly started coughing a lot once I started streaming, so yeah. And it's weird because I just took some Mucinex right before the stream, so I'm not quite sure what's up with that. We are continuing to pick up speed. We're now nearing 125 miles an hour. Lots of tunnels. It is nice that you're actually able to see the signs in the tunnel, though. That I think is really cool. Any chance you could do 30-minute Cajon Pass route? I will play Cajon Pass at some point on the stream. Do not worry. I just want to try out Kassel Würzburg first. I'll probably then play Cajon Pass and then probably Southeastern High Speed. Yeah, I want to try to play all the new routes in this stream because I'm only It's not gonna be too long of a stream because it's 9:30 for me already. So I'm probably gonna go in about an hour and a half. So I'm gonna try to do as much as I can this stream. I may also do a stream tomorrow, I'm hoping. Oh, look at that! We actually get to go up to 280 in a moment. And the nice part is that we're going downhill, so it's helping us. Helping us speed up a bit. Ah, look at that. That's just beautiful. Looks like the weather got better, because I kind of was hoping it would worsen into... I was kind of hoping it would worsen into like a thunderstorm or something, but it looks like the weather's getting better, because I set it to light clouds. Yeah, I see services are an hour long. I am a bit aware of that. It's crazy how much distance these trains are able to... It's crazy how much distance these trains are able to travel in such super quick times. Like going over 100 miles in an hour is just crazy. Oh man, it's already trying to slow down for the 250. Oh well. That's unfortunate. We're slow. Oh man, we're losing speed. And now I kind of see why they didn't make the route any gradients on this route steeper than 1.3%, because it looks like the ICE one struggles a little bit. Alright, back down to 250. It's alright. Oh, but in a kilometer, we do go back up to 280. Man, I wonder how LZB works in real life with this. Is it like dispatchers changing the speed patterns? That's something I wonder. Is it something that's like directly done through like calculations in the weather? I don't quite understand how that works. It's really interesting. Alright, so on some nice flat land. Yeah, the ES44 C4 horn is just It's better than the horseshoe curve ES44 horn, definitely much better than that, but it's still not that great of a horn. There are already horn mods and stuff for it, but of course I can't get them. We are picking up speed, but now I understand why they didn't make the gradients any steeper than 1.3%, because the IC1 does struggle a bit. Now I wonder how often the ICE3 will be able to get up to like 280 kilometers an hour. I'm guessing not as often as the ICE1 because of like the concerns of its weight and whatnot, but now at 250. So this is now the fastest German route in Train Sim World. Now passing, looks like an overtaking sighting. Oh yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how the 185 performs on this route. I'm really interested to see. This is a really interesting high-speed line. But yeah, and then you got routes like Cologne to Frankfurt, which have like steep 3% gradients, extremely steep 3% gradients. Which and it's obviously designed for the IC3 and the Valero D, and I think even the IC4 runs on the route, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, all of them, they get to go. They get to make it. Oh wow! Oh look at that, we're already at 270. Nice. Although it looks like we have to slow down. That's unfortunate. Dang, we're speeding. That. Yep, longest route in the Train Sim World franchise. Yeah, one more warning, SRF. I've told you twice now to stop using caps, so please stop using them. My guy, no's not an answer. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to put you in timeout. Okay, 59 kilometers to go. Looks like in 3 kilometers I get to go back up to 280. So far, yeah, I genuinely wonder how, like, whoa, oh, just Sifa, don't panic. But I really wonder how LZB actually works on this route in real life. How does it? I'm guessing it's done by like the dispatchers or something. They probably get to modify the track speed limits for the ICE trains, or they probably set them for the day or for the certain weather conditions, and then LZB sends that data to any trains running on the route. I think that's how it works. So yeah, if that's just my assumption how it works. If that is how it works, then it's pretty interesting. It seems like a pretty difficult job to do as well. Looks like we're gonna go back up to 280 again. I should try to like look at the patterns, so like where we get to speed up and where we're not allowed, where we have to slow down. Because that's what I wonder. Okay, yeah. So currently it's 280, but it's about to go down to 250 again. So I'm interested to see where it looks like for certain tunnels it has to slow down to 250. Probably due to tunnel pressurization would be my guess. Man, I was really hoping that Mucinex would help me. Except actually, I think the Mucinex is actually supposed to make me cough a lot, so that so I just cough up all the crap that's in my system. I'm guessing that's why. So I wasn't coughing a whole lot today. It's a little bit in the morning, but it chilled out. Oh, is that a freight train down there? No. Dude, if we ever get to overtake a freight train, that's gonna be super cool to see. This is such an interesting high speed line. Play service GLACCHC504. I'm guessing it's probably that service that has. You're probably wanting me to do that service that has the 4 locos leading, 2 locos in the middle, and then 2 locos on the rear. The 422 configuration. I don't know if I'm gonna do it. I'm thinking I kind of want to do the section between Victorville and Barstow. Is that a yard? It is. Huh. Shut up, Sifa. So we are due at Fulda in 20 minutes. Honestly, I'm really liking this route already. It's like I was thinking it was just gonna be like bridge, then tunnel, then bridge, and tunnel, but no, there's honestly there's still a decent amount of mixture between that, and there's also a lot of areas where trains are running on flat land. Also interesting, there's a slow line. I think that's actually the main Specibon. I could be wrong though. Yeah, I think that actually is the main Specibon. I think I remember seeing that when I was exploring this route on Google Earth. At least I think. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's some stations here. Oh, that's something. I wonder if that means we're close to the Jamunden high-speed viaduct. Actually, I think we already passed that though. I think that was like the first big viaduct we crossed over. See, I kind of noticed some more clouds in the sky, so it looks like the weather could worsen soon. Hoping it worsens. Yeah, because I just want to try out the high speed section. I will explore the actual Cajon Pass at some point. Alright, it's going back down to 250 again. So it looks like for certain tunnels you have to be going 250. Probably for tunnel pressurization reasons. Tunnels are definitely a strange thing when it comes to trains. Which is why I think a lot of which is why trains are modernly now designed to be a lot more aerodynamic, because then I think it allows them to run through tunnels at higher speeds, but I've never quite fully understood that. Oh, it's a grain train from Victorville to Barstow. I kind of want to do it the other way though, just because then I don't have to worry about going downhill. Because there are a decent amount of 0.7% gradients along Victorville to Barstow. But I think I'm gonna do a Barstow to Victorville service, and it'll probably just be that one service that's in journey mode in the first chapter. I may also do that like the first tutorial, like the long train tutorial. I just want to see what it is. Like, I already know how to drive a US freight train, but I was still intrigued to try out the tutorials just to see like how Dovetail is trying to you know, just teach a more general player base. And honestly, I think Dovetail did a really good job. Oh, is that a ski lift? Is that actually a ski lift? If that is, then that is sick. A ski lift right alongside a high speed line? Sign me up. I don't care if there's no barricade. I just want to watch some high speed trains fly by while I'm going up to ski. Although, no, that has to be just a power line. I don't know, that looks like some sort of ski lift. Has to be. If anyone knows, let me know, because if that actually is, then that is super cool. Oh. Does it end right there? I don't know. Because if not, it could probably just be some power lines or something. Oh, 4 engines in the front and 3 in the back, I see. Oh, that's kind of cool. But yeah, it definitely seems like Dovetail tried to vary like the locomotives on each consist. Because like one thing I really disliked about like Horseshoe Curve is that each consist was the exact same. They would have like each type of train would be the exact same locomotive formation, which I thought was kind of dumb. You know, that looked like a ski lift, because if that's the case, I want to go on it. L stream. That's unfortunate. I am deeply offended that someone called this an L stream. Very offensive. Man. 24 kilometers to go to Fulda, and I think we're actually in Landdrunken Tunnel, as a matter of fact. Yeah, no, this is definitely Landdrunken Tunnel. So this is the longest tunnel in Germany, and I think it's 200 or 10 kilometers. Oh man. Alright, user. I have many accounts, kid, get a life. Doesn't sound like you have that much of a life either if you're wasting your time spamming my chat. Just saying. Yeah, this is pretty W stream. Obviously not a whole lot of people coming to the stream just because it's late at night. Definitely get a decent amount. Yeah, yeah, I did. Well, I technically did ban him. Hiding a user is technically banning. It doesn't say you're banning them, but you basically are. Hiding them basically means that you can't see their messages. You can't see their messages, and no one else will. The problem is that they keep that kid's making alt accounts, which isn't gonna help him because I can just keep banning him. And he has all these troll names. I have many accounts, so L stream. Man. COVID sucks. Oh my goodness. That changed super quickly. It is suddenly foggy. Dang. I thought it was just getting extremely bright, but now it's all foggy. Yeah, now that is one piece of criticism I have with dynamic weather. Things change way too quickly. It's like I went from yeah, it was it was bright and sunny, and now it's suddenly foggy. So I feel like what needs to be done, I feel like the two big issues I have with dynamic weather. First, like I just said, happens way too quickly. Weather changes definitely are a lot too quick. I feel like, I mean, yes, I was in Land Drunken Tunnel, so yeah, I was in there for a solid, what, 5 minutes? Probably not even 5, like 3 minutes. And it went from being completely sunny to now extremely foggy. It should take at least, I don't know, like, it should take like 20 minutes for fog to kick in. Except, you know what would be really cool? Is if it wants to turn to foggy, it should like have a predetermined location where there's gonna be a massive wall of fog along the route. That would be cool, because that's at least how fog is here in California. But yeah, dynamic weather definitely does change too quickly. And now my second issue is that I feel like, yes, you're setting it to dynamic weather, but I feel like the probability of things to happen way too, things are too likely to happen. So if you're in clear weather, 99% of the time, you're gonna end up in poor weather conditions. It's not like there's maybe a 20% chance the whole journey it's gonna rain. Oh man, what is up with all these spam accounts? Jeez. Yeah, this kid is honestly an L. He's just like bro, imagine frickin', like, imagine honestly making 1 million alt accounts just to spam one random stream. That's not even that. I'm not even that big of a YouTuber. So like, yeah. I just realized I never even turned off. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna turn off. Actually, hold on. Give me a second. I'm gonna turn off the just the stop marker. HUD and gameplay. Turn off the stop marker, but I'm not gonna turn anything else off, because then when I do a tutorial on Southeastern high speed or something, it's gonna kick me out. Yeah, it's just gonna reset my settings. Alrighty. Yeah, don't worry, Train Master. I know you're saying he's an L. Okay, so we got 4 kilometers to go. We got here pretty quickly. Okay, so now I do need to pay attention because we are probably you do need to manually slow down. So I'm going to actually pull back the power a bit. I'm guessing we're gonna get as low as 140 kilometers an hour. Are we? Yeah. Well, the lowest we're gonna get is 100. So probably want to brake about I'd say a little over a kilometer from Fulda. Yeah, okay, so LZB looks like it will slow us down to the 100, so yeah, honestly I don't really need to worry too much about the speed. So I'm just gonna leave us at a relatively low power setting. You know what, Never mind. Alright, so there's the warning for the 100. Yeah, I'm gonna just pull back the power completely. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna get down to 100 long before Fulda. It's a pretty easy approach into Fulda. Now, of course, I'm honestly not doing anything, but yeah, this kid's honestly wasting his time, bro. Oh, except LZB. It looks like LZB probably will still give us some guidance because we do have a red signal. Okay, now, do I need to acknowledge the signal? I don't think we do, but I'm going to anyways. We're now approaching Fulda. Yeah, at least LZB is slowing. It is gonna stop us for the signal. Oh man, jeez, what is up with this kid? Honestly. We're now approaching Fulda. There's another IC1. Let's see, because I'm guessing I'm gonna have to stop a little bit before the signal. So I'm assuming, I'm gonna have to apply the brakes like last second. Although I could be wrong. Maybe it's possible oh. Okay, the fog just completely disappeared. Now it's just cloudy. Yeah, so it looks like fog doesn't just fade in, it looks like it just instantly happens. So yeah, I don't really like that. So yeah, I definitely do have problems with dynamic weather, but I'm sure, again, this was still heavily experimental by Dovetail, so I'm sure things are bound to change in the future. But yeah, definitely dynamic weather does need some improvements. Alright, so it's stopping us exactly where we need to be. Alright, let's apply the brakes. Oh god, we are 8 minutes early. I mean, I guess that's realistic for an ICE train just because, yeah. And here we are at Fulda. Pretty nice looking station. Got a regional train that's probably bound for Frankfurt. Let's get some pictures. Now, because I swear I've seen instances where like the signal isn't red, so you have to manually stop. So I'm not quite sure. It's lovely pictures. Yeah, I really like the new lighting. It's like, this looks really nice. Like in cloudy, I guess it does look relatively similar to Train Sim World 2, but it still looks really nice. It's more the lighting's just more noticeable within you know, sunny time, night days, just clear weather and nighttime. I'm not saying I'm against dynamic weather. I'm just saying it has its problems. Cause like what we just saw, the fog just completely disappeared right in front of us with not even a transition, which honestly is definitely not realistic. So yeah, you get my point. Oh wait, I just realized these were the same things I just saw earlier. So yeah, I don't think that's a ski lift. Yeah, those are probably just power lines. Aw, man, that's unfortunate. I was thinking, that would be so sick to have a ski lift go right next to a high-speed line. Yeah, that's the same model. Okay, well that's unfortunate. And then again, why would there be a random ski lift in the middle of nowhere? Usually it's just for the super steep mountains. Yeah, let's get a kind of shot like this, so we can get the Dostos in there as well. Yeah, that works. Yeah, so we're gonna be here for a bit. And then we just gotta go to Kassel Wilhelmshohe, which is... I'm due at 11:34. This building looks pretty interesting. With that hangover, I think that's a dispatching building. I think it's a control center of some sort. There's a Pringles ad. Now I wonder if like Pringles actually sponsored Dovetail Games or something to show their ad in this game. It's possible. Sorry, and there's also there's some bypass tracks, which there are some trains that skip Fulda. Yeah, IC20 and IC22 services. Ooh, that's a nice little pick. They also changed the picture taking sound. Got a decent amount of people on board. See if there's anything else interesting. Ooh, some buses. It's usually not a whole lot of like actual buses in Train Sim World, so that's pretty neat. Yeah, scenery looks pretty decent. Looks like there's also some static stock around here. There's a boxcar. Oh, I just realized these are new. At least I think. I think these are new. I don't think I've ever seen those before. If that's the case, then that's pretty cool. Obviously I've had those. Wait a minute, I just realized there's no electrification here. How did this get here? Is this supposed to be a Vectron or something? It's supposed to be a diesel train? It's possible. It might be. Maybe something substitutes in if you own other content. But I don't think that's supposed to be there. Unless it was a Vectron, because I think it might only be like certain variants, because I think there are Vectrons that are bi-modes, so they can run on diesel territory. But I don't know if that's all Vectrons, or if that's just or if that's like just certain variants. Hello Q0215 Fung. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm on day 10 after getting COVID. But yeah, I'm mostly just like in the aftermath of it at this point. It's like my main symptoms at this point are just cough, sometimes exhaustion, sometimes high heart rate. Sometimes I get like ear ringing, like just stuff like that. But I just need to be careful. Definitely can't be exercising or exerting myself too much, because then I could be at risk of becoming like a long hauler. Possibly like getting permanent damage from COVID. So I need to be super careful. I just got some medication from my doctor today to hopefully help get rid of the rest of my symptoms. But I had to quarantine for 10 days in a hotel because I got COVID while I was at college. So yeah, it definitely wasn't fun, but I finally got to come back home since it's the weekend, and yeah, now I get to play Train Sim World 3. Yeah, that was basically the school policy. So you have to quarantine for at least 5 days after you tested positive, and if you test, or I think, yeah, if you are able to test on day 6. Yeah, you are able to test on day 6, but of course I was still positive, so I couldn't leave. But on day 11, you're able to leave even if you're positive. And yeah, so today was my last day at the hotel, so I got to leave. But I think if you did test negative and get out of quarantine on days 5 or 6, you had to be wearing a mask on campus and like stuff like that. Man, all right. Don't worry, guys. I'm okay. And then here's the thing with COVID. It's not like when you get sick, you start out really bad, but then you slowly get better. But with COVID, it's definitely a lot different. You can start out... COVID's just inconsistent in general, because people are getting it so differently. Everything is based on even just things like DNA, the variant, obviously. It's like there's so many different components to how bad you can get COVID. And I think I got a really bad strain of COVID because the school I go to is very popular amongst like people there's a lot of international students that go to my school. So I think I got some sort of COVID strain that came from a different country that wasn't bad. I definitely don't think I got Omicron or Delta. I think I got some sort of variant that was much more dangerous because like the first day I started to get symptoms, I just had like a tiny cough and a scratchy throat, like nothing that big of a deal. So I was like, okay, like I'm a little concerned, but so I was like, okay, tomorrow morning I'm just gonna go get a test, or I'm just gonna go test myself just to make sure I don't get COVID. But in the morning, I wake up and I feel like absolute shit. Like I could hardly get out of bed. I'm like beyond exhausted. I'm like dizzy. I have like a really I definitely feel like I had a fever. So I'm like, okay, something's wrong. So then I do a COVID test, and my roommate already left to go to class. And so it was like 9 in the morning. So I do a COVID test, and I was positive. And I was like, ah, shit. So then I had to report it to the school, and then I had to pack my bags, and then they had to drive me to a hotel. It's like maybe 20 minutes from my campus, and I had to quarantine there for 10 days. Yeah, and the part that really sucks was I tried to test yesterday and I was still positive. So although I have COVID still, I don't think I'm contagious, but I'm still having to be careful until like, my symptoms start to go away. Okay, I think that's enough COVID talk. Let's talk trains. So we got 80 kilometers to go until Kassel, Wilhelmshire. And the speed limit is currently 250 kilometers an hour, and it looks like in 3.5 kilometers, get the speed up to 280 kilometers an hour. Let's see, so yeah. It is a bit of a sluggish acceleration, but oh, it shows the seafood lights right there. Okay, well that's useful. That's useful information. So yeah, I do remember it was a pain trying to explore this route on Google Earth because most of it is 2D. Most of it's not 3D modeled. Like there are certain areas that were 3D modeled, such as like Kassel and Würzburg, but like Fulda and everything else was not. So it was really difficult trying to follow the tracks. And because of how many tunnels are on this route, I almost lost the route a couple times. Main ones happened at Landjunken Tunnel and this tunnel. .76 kilometers to go. We're at 200 kilometers an hour. But yeah, eventually I'll drive the ACE3 on this route, and I'm curious to see how LZB will differ. And I'm guessing also the reason why they're giving me so many instances to speed up to 280 is because the weather isn't horrible. But we'll just have to wait and see. Hello, do you remember me? So far I'm enjoying it. I have noticed some bugs, which obviously sucks, but most of the bugs I've seen so far are just like tiny bugs, so it's annoying, but not that big of a deal. I mean, it's expected with a new release. But right now, I've been playing Castle Würzburg a bit, and I like it. It's a pretty interesting route. Spot the US version, nice. We're slowly speeding up. Ooh. I think this might actually be Rombach Valley Bridge, although I could... No, this I think Rombach Valley Bridge is... No, this could be it, because it does look pretty tall. Like, look at that, that's just gorgeous. Scenery is super good on this route, I love it. I really like the scenery on this route. But I think we already went over Rombach Valley Bridge. I think it's on the section between Fulda and Würzburg, although it could be along this section of the route. Because I didn't really notice a whole lot of massive viaducts. So I'm guessing a lot more of them are on this part of the route. You got the... Oh, I mean, there are... I think that's... Well, there was this whole thing that happened, like, in Spirit of Steam, where people were able to drive the 8 up to super high speeds. But honestly, I mean, it's like, with freight cars and stuff, that's not gonna really happen, so... But I've seen a lot of people try to do that kind of stuff with other locos, like, with no freight cars, with no cars in general. But it's... Yeah, it's honestly not that big of a deal, because not everyone's gonna try to go that fast. Some people like to push this game to its limits. I've done it a couple times. It's like, the main way I've done it is, I like to test the acceleration of certain trains without any freight cars. So I've definitely tested the BR-182, and that thing just takes off like a rocket. And that is realistic. And then I also tried out the I also tried it on the ACS64, and that thing also takes off like a rocket. Yeah, but I've seen a lot of people make the 8F go super fast. So, yeah, pretty interesting. But I do like this tunnel lighting. It is cool that you are able to get a good visual on the signs in here. I think that is pretty cool. Also, I just finally began to understand what these signs mean. I was just beginning to understand them. So yeah, there's a number, I think that's a 208, and then it counts up. So that's counting, or actually, oh, I see. So it's counting downwards. So the bottom number shows how much of a kilometer. Wait a second. Oh, That bridge did not load in. Hold on, let me get some pictures because it's pretty cool. Hold on. Oh, actually, let me get a back shot because. Hold on, sorry guys, just want to get myself some pictures. Yeah, so I finally began to understand what these signs mean. So the bottom number, that's displaying just like each point, or each, yeah, like each, what's the term? Like point of a kilometer, so 0.1 kilometers. So every 0.1 kilometers there's, actually no, every 0.2 kilometers there's a sign. So every 0.2 kilometers is a sign. So that's just marking every 0.2 kilometers. And then the top number is, so these are basically milepost indicators. So I found that pretty interesting. I never understood what those signs meant. So when I finally found that pattern, I was like, oh, that makes sense. And that's how probably German drivers learn routes, other than obviously having nebula, but still, you get my point. And obviously we're on LZB territory, so the train's basically driving itself. But honestly, even though you don't do a whole lot on this route, there's still a lot. Most of the enjoyment on this route is really just being like, it's just what you can see and the sounds. Like, it's cool just being able to see all the different stuff. Now, something I have noticed is that there's a lot more tunnels on this section between Kassel and Fulda. So that is definitely one thing that's one thing I definitely have noticed. Cause yeah, so yeah, Fulda to Würzburg definitely, I think, is the better part of the route. But it's all right. There's another viaduct. Yeah, so I'm guessing this number is supposed to be like for the Hanover-Würzburg high-speed line, since that's basically what this line is classified as. So I think it's only counting the kilometers for the high-speed line. So that's pretty cool. So this is kilometer 197 of the Hanover-Würzburg high-speed line. It would be kind of cool if they one day did extend this route to Hanover, so then we could have the whole high-speed line. But I doubt they're gonna do that. Isn't necessarily a point in doing it, but I think it'd be kind of cool. But yeah, this route definitely doesn't need an extension, but it'd be cool to see in the future. Because another route Dovetail could do at some point is a Hamburg to Hanover, which I believe became pretty popular on Train Simulator. Although I don't know a whole lot about the route other than that it's not that fast. I think it's between like 200 to 230 kilometers an hour. And I think I don't know anything about the line, but it's popular, so I'm guessing there's a good reason why people like it. It's pretty nice. So definitely a lot more tunnels along this stretch of the route. I really like the scenery. It's honestly pretty well done on this route. Got 45 kilometers to go. Yeah, that would be cool if they did add that, do you remember me? Because yeah, how else is, because there's no way a freight engineer is going to learn hundreds of miles of line while having to manage inconsistent weights for their freight trains. It's like, it's impossible. So you need to obviously have reference with you so that you know what you're doing. Except, isn't it done through like just mileposts? So like at milepost 270, I'm just coming up with an example. Like at milepost 270, slow down to 20 miles an hour from 50. It's like, isn't that how it goes? Because I've never actually seen one of these charts, but I'm just assuming that's what it's like. Oh, the speed. Oh, does it tell you the speed limit for every milepost? Because that also makes sense. Because that's technically all you need to know: the speed limits and the gradients. Because then that can help you act accordingly based on what your weight is and the amount of traction you have. Got 39 kilometers to go. So we're just hauling right now. Now I wonder if the ICE-3 is ever able to get up to 280 on this route. I wouldn't be surprised if it does, but it's a lot more unlikely for just because obviously the IC3 can't go over the viaducts at higher speeds. But now I actually wonder what the repercussions are if the IC3 was going too fast over the viaducts. Like, would the train like fly off or something? Probably not. Probably wouldn't fly off, but it could be at a risk of just derailing. Like, I don't see it shooting straight up into the air like an airplane, but I could see it possibly gaining minor airtime that could derail it. That's a possibility. I also need to look to see how many freight services there are on this route, because I never saw how many there were, because I definitely want to be looking out for possible freight trains, because it would be super cool to be just going 250 kilometers an hour and then overtaking a freight train. That would be super cool to see. Although then again, probably most of the freight trains are at night, so I should probably at some point do a nighttime ICE service. Shut up, Sifa. Shifa. Just shut up, Sifa. Yeah, Train Sim World 3 definitely does need a save button. I do agree with that, but the reason why Dovetail removed it was because obviously it has its reliability issues. Now I honestly do agree with the. Ooh, hold on. Before I continue that statement, let's take a look at this bridge. Look at that. Look at that. This might actually be Rombach Valley Bridge. That's just. That's just gorgeous. I'll look in a second, Train Master. I did see that he DM'd me. But back to what I was saying earlier. But yeah, I definitely agree. I think it would have been better just to have it broken than not at all. But I'm hoping because they removed it that like this is their #1 priority and that they're gonna make sure it is fixed as soon as they can. Like, I'm hoping they get it out fixed, at least on the 3 main routes within a month. I'm hoping. If it's longer than that, then yeah, I honestly hope they just bring it back. Oh look, another train. Yay. Oh yeah, nice pictures, Train Master. Very nice. Middle one is a mid DPU. Oh, nice. It's pretty cool. "23 kilometers to go." I think Kassel-Würzburg is gonna win. take the cake for being the easiest route to learn in Train Sim World. I think that's definitely a fact because, of course, this entire route is basically self-driven. Honestly, I honestly don't mind that. It's like there's still a lot to see even with the tunnels. Yeah, but I definitely do prefer the section between Fulda and Würzburg. Definitely think it's more interesting. It's definitely a lot more open areas, a lot more bridges, stuff like that. But this is still it's still different because of with all the tunnels and whatnot. Yeah, it is nice that they added Union Pacific as AI on the route, but my biggest disappointment though is that they didn't make any UP services playable, and they had they were capable of doing it. Cause if you've watched rail fanning videos at Cajon Pass, Union Pacific trains do run down to Barstow. I think they just do it via the Palmdale cutoff though. I could be wrong though. Ooh, look at that. But you know, Union Pacific trains do, because obviously you do have the trains that go down to, you take the Palmdale cutoff to go to the Mojave subdivision, but there are still trains that go down to Barstow because that's how UP trains get to the SEMA subdivision to get to Las Vegas. So they clearly do run down to Barstow, but it's kind of dumb that the Dovetail didn't add at least like maybe 10 Union Pacific services going between Keenbrook and Barstow. I like that they should have made playable, honestly. It also would have been cool if they made like services just between like Keenbrook and the Summit playable. That would have been nice, honestly. Like you could have honestly had up to like 20 to 40 Union Pacific services on the route that are playable. What's up, Mad Dog? Hello, Acela 2000. Welcome both to the stream. They do go to Barstow Trainmaster. There are videos, like there are videos showing trains going south of Barstow, or south of the Summit, is what I should have said. Like if you watch like the Frost crossover, you can see it. Usually if you watch one of those rail fanning videos, I saw at least like 3 to 5 Union Pacific trains just within that video. So yeah, there is a decent amount of UP trains that go down to Barstow, but they do that so they can get to the SEMA subdivision to go to Las Vegas. Okay, so we're slowing down to 160 in about 5 kilometers. I mean, to be fair, do you remember me? Like, the Gevo is the most common freight loco in the United States. It's like they're on every single major operator in the country. So I don't have a problem with them adding more ES44s. But I do agree it would be nice to have some variety in Train Sim World. So like probably the main freight loco I want to see in Train Sim World is the EMD SD70M. That's a huge one for me. Yeah, I'd love to see the SD70M in Train Sim World. Whoa, that's a bit weird. I think this was a bug. Oh, yeah, I think that was a bug that was reported during like pre-release and stuff, but it looks like it wasn't fully fixed, but it's fine. It's not. It disappeared. Speed limit's going down to 180. What else? I would like. I mean, because I obviously do also want to see like other operators' versions of locos we already have. So like BNSF's SD70 ACE. Now obviously BNSF's SD70 ACEs are different than UP's, so it would require a completely different model, since they basically look like the SD70 AH. But you get my point. or like, you know, like CSX, like add the SD70 ACE and the GEVO. And like same with Horseshoe Curve, add the SD70 ACE. It's like it would be nice if we had those variants. Now obviously it's difficult because you can't just reskin them because they have their differences still. But let's see, what other locos would be nice to have in Train Sim World that are freight? BNSF wise, obviously a -9. A -9 would be nice. Would also be nice to see a GP60M when it comes to switching, since those are super common for switching, especially in California. What else? Okay, I probably should pull the power back just so I can get ready to slow down. What else is there? GP6, or just the standard GP60. That's also a pretty common one. BNSF uses for switching. Obviously other GEVO variants like the AC. Oh, I'm falling behind on the chat. Sorry, guys. Cajon Pass seems dangerous. Well, it's had its fair share of accidents, but is it the most dangerous? I wouldn't say that, honestly. Every time on the AC1, my game crashes at at Fulda. Oh, well, I guess I got lucky. Was it like due to out of memory errors, or I don't. I live in Pennsylvania and I see BNSF and UPCN in my town every day, but okay. Yeah, I don't get why Dovetail hasn't done any foreign power. I definitely do agree on that. Like, Dovetail could have added like the NS ES44AC onto the route, even if it was just like maybe 5 services. Like maybe have 3 actual Norfolk Southern trains, or at least 2. Because California does get some Norfolk Southern foreign power, and then there are also instances where like I've seen an NS logo lead a BNSF train. That happens from time to time. I've also seen like CSX I haven't seen one actually lead a train, but I have seen them. I've seen them on just like, you know, as helper units. It's like I feel like Dovetail could have gone out of their way to add more foreign power to some of the Train Sim World routes. So it is a bit underwhelming in my opinion. So I actually did make a suggestion on the forum related to that. So I'm hoping they'll listen to that. Well, here's the thing. Oh yes, Snoot knows SD4. That'd be nice for Union Pacific. Yeah, High Hood would be cool. I mean, of course, those are more classic locomotives, but yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, Hartford Line would definitely P4. Or yeah, Hartford Line is the perfect route to introduce the P42 on, honestly. And oh yeah, and it adds the P40. Oh look, I'm level 666. Took us an hour and 5 minutes, so yeah, it took me a lot longer than I thought. But still, nice, pretty fun run. I enjoyed it. Kassel Würzburg, great route. Okay, so now, so yeah, let's do Cajon Pass, because I promised that. So let's do, oh wait, actually, do Journey. Just do the, go to Rookie and ignore my bronze medal. So we'll do this. We'll do ZELP SDG60-05 Intermodal El Paso to San Diego. And we're taking this from Barstow to Victorville. So let's get started. But yeah, Hartford Line would be a great route in Train Sim World. I would be all in to see that. That not only does it add the P42, it also adds the P40. And it adds the Amtrak Keystone Cab Car. Like, that's perfect. Add it. Take over this intermodal train from Barstow to Victorville. Aw, yeah. Alright, let's get this puppy set up. Generator field, on. Gauge lights on. I don't think that's how you spell gauge, but okay. Emergency lights, attending call. What are the emergency lights? I wonder if I'm guessing that like flashes something. Reverser inserted. Set the headlights to bright auxiliary. Oh jeez. What's the weather like today? It looks pretty hot, and it's I didn't see what month they said this in, so what else we got? The bell. Wait, there's another. Oh, so there's also a bell in the front. Oh, that's weird. Why is there 2 horns and bells? That is super strange. Okay, anyways, okay, so that's already set to full application. We'll release the independent brakes. I just realized we haven't even cut in the brakes yet. Oh wait, I think they cut them in for you on this because they don't want you to wait. I think they intentionally. I think they intentionally cut in the brakes for you. At least I think. I'm just gonna make sure because I obviously don't want to go with no brakes. Yeah, the brakes are already set for us. Probably because it takes a while for the brakes to obviously charge and stuff, which I think was a big criticism with Sherman Hill. So I mean, the only part that sucks is that that's one less step. But yeah, I guess to an I don't know if I'd want. I mean, it would be cool to get more freight cars in Train Sim World. I definitely agree with you. Like, I think we're missing like intermodal flat cars. But I just don't know if I'd want to spend my money on just freight cars though, unless it's like extremely cheap, like in Train Simulator, like $5 tops is what I'd pay for something like that. Oh yeah, and they use or at least most CT rail trains. Yeah, they use the rolling stock that's already on Boston Providence. So it makes perfect sense to make that route. Make sure you check the back wall fuel pump. I've noticed DGG on some missions has it turned off. All right, I'll check in a second. Alrighty. So let me just make sure there's nothing I need to set up back here. Crossing lights. Of course we need the refrigerator on. I need to get my beverages. Cab signal. Wait, can I actually turn on the wait, does that turn on PTC or something? I don't know. I'm guessing it doesn't work, so I don't think I wanna take that chance. So yeah, it's a shame that the dovetail hasn't gotten PTC to work yet. I don't know why they haven't done it yet. Distributed power is already on. Just making sure there's nothing I need to press back here. Oh, control cover. Oh, interesting. Just make sure number lights are on. Yep, that's all good. Wait, what do you want me to look at again? The fuel pump. Okay, yeah, I'll double check in a sec. I think I helper's heater. Oh yeah, fuel pump is on. Okay. Alright, we are all ready to go. Open the windows, and let's get going. I'm assuming we don't have to set any switches. So let's see. That I believe is the Needles subdivision. Or I think that just did. Oh wait, actually, I don't remember. I think this takes you down to the Needles subdivision, and also the SEMA subdivision. That is the Mojave subdivision, I believe. And yeah. All right, before we get moving, I'm just gonna take some pictures. Oh, yeah, I don't think that's supposed to happen. I'm gonna report that to the forums. Okay, well, it fixes itself once I zoom in. But yeah, Train Sim World definitely has a few rendering issues. Alright, let's get some pictures. Beautiful. Is there an invisible wall? Ran into something. Just want to get some pictures before we get moving. Just want to get some Jivo is such a good looking train. Especially in BNSF livery. I don't know what it is, but it just looks... The Jivo looks so good in BNSF livery. I also like the weathering that was done on the fuel tanks. I think it looks pretty nice. So we got... Oh yeah, so we got 3 locos on the front. And how many on the back? None. None on the back. So it's just 3 of us. Alrighty. How long are we? 5,500 tons, and we are 72 cars. Oh, okay. Was it not on when I checked? Those are just the lights. Let's see, engine control. Oh, control comm. I'm just gonna make sure. Engine control set to run. That's just the headlight control. Cross. Oh, okay. All right. Could you explain what that's supposed to do? Because I don't know what it does. So wait, shouldn't there be a distance counter in this train? Doesn't look like it. Looks like it's not on the back like the ES44 AC. So I wonder if you can actually do it in this train. All right, I think we are ready to go. Yeah, I thought there would be a distance counter. Oh well, it's fine. Wait. Cut out. Are you sure the brakes are not cut in? Hold on, I just want to double check because I have a feeling. No, it's okay, no, it says independent brake set to lead, auto brake set to freight. Yeah, no. Okay, there is the distance counter, but how does that work? Do I click distributed power? Oh wait, is it 2? No? Okay, that isn't working. Locomotive monitor? Maintenance mode, more options. Oh, okay. Oh, start counting. Oh, heard the Jivo whoop. Supposedly that's gonna make the distance counter start, but it doesn't seem like... Oh wait, distance counter maybe? I just want to see if I can get this to work before counting mode. I guess reset counting since it's not working. Alright. Counting mode? Oh, count up from... Oh, I see. I don't know what that's supposed to... Let's see, count up... What does count down from preset mean, though? I don't know. Someone help me in the chat before I get moving. I don't know why I'm making such a big deal about this. So I kind of noticed that the screen's like not... It's kind of shaking a bit, which is kind of weird. Yeah. Oh, so it works, but how do you do it? You mind if you walk me through how to set it up? So yeah, so more. See, hold on. Let me start over. So more options, and then press F8. Okay. And then from there, do I just click check option screen for length? Wait, alright, just click stop count, or let's see, stop counting. Bring up distance counter. Yes, it says status is ready. Yeah. I'm sure there's a tutorial on it somewhere. Then type length into distance. Oh. So I'm 4,891.3 feet. So 4,891. So, wait. Yeah, because that's not showing me. But wait, how do you type the length though? Do you do... Oh. So it's... So wait, do I just do 4, 8, 9, 1 or something? I think I did that wrong. Oh. Oh, preset. Okay, whatever. I'll worry about it some other time. Let's just get moving. Oh, geez, that's a lot of... Oh. And let's go. Probably not gonna use the horn a whole lot because the horn is bugged at the moment. And I don't want the horn to drive me absolutely insane during this. So yeah. And we're moving. Let's get a little more power going. And we are moving. Got 28 miles to go to Victorville. And this actually is realistic for a service to end in Victorville, because usually engineers like to test their brakes in Victorville. Victorville is a very common place for engineers to test their brakes before going down the Cajon Pass. It's very common to see. So I wonder if, oh yeah, there's a Barstow Station right there. I'll explore it. I might explore it after this journey. Alright. Speed limit is currently, that looks like 30 miles an hour. These Jevo sounds are so much better than the ones on Horseshoe Curve. Really, really hear that grudge. LA to Victorville takes 2 hours doing speed limit. Or did you mean San Bernardino? Because LA is another 60 miles from San Bernardino. So it looks pretty hot out, so let's turn on the fan. I actually got to turned on the fan, and I was like, oh, it works. That's pretty cool. Yeah, we are now rolling. And our speed limit is going up to 60. So that is definitely why I'm excited. I'm happy that this route got added, because this route's actually very versatile. It's not like Clinchfield or it's not like Clinchfield where it's just all uphill and 30 miles an hour for the whole journey, like nothing that interesting. This route, there's actually a decent amount of variety. Half the route is all flat, for the most part at least, and you get to go up to some pretty decent speeds. And then the other half, it focuses around steep gradients. So yeah, this route definitely reminds me a lot of Horseshoe Curve as a route. Alright, we can now go to 60 to 50, so we should now go full power. But yeah, pretty neat. Lots of, yeah, very good speeds on this route. these tracks are going down to, should be going down to the Mojave subdivision. So that's how to get where trains will go down to get to the Tehachapi Pass. We're slowly speeding up. And the scenery actually looks pretty decent. Definitely looks a lot better than Sherman Hill, that's for sure. Sherman Hill's scenery was just not good. But yeah, so far, yeah, the scenery does look pretty solid. Yeah, I think I've actually been very close to Barstow before because I've taken road trips down to Las Vegas and whatnot. And there's a train museum actually not far from Barstow Yard. It's kind of like down around here-ish. And there's like a small train museum that has like a McDonald's. That's probably the closest I've ever been to Cajon Pass. But then, actually, as a matter of fact, probably have been on this road, I'm assuming, to Las Vegas. I could be wrong, though. It's been a long time since I've been down to Las Vegas. But I think this is probably the closest I've ever been to Cajon Pass in real life. So yeah, pretty neat. So yeah, I am relatively local. I used to be relatively local to this route. We're at 37 miles an hour, making pretty good speed. Seeing a lot of clouds, so I wouldn't be surprised if the weather worsens. So far, this route definitely is definitely giving off that California vibe. At least the desert part of California. Oh yeah, definitely. The San Andreas, Cajon Pass is basically the San Andreas fault, at least through the actual pass. Yeah, it's basically what formed the San Bernardino and I forgot the other mountains. But yeah, it's basically, that's pretty ironic. So, but it would be a shame if the fault ever ruptured because then Cajon Pass would be completely gone. So let's hope San Andreas never ruptures. Ooh, it's like a kind of a car scrap facility. Those I do see those from time to time in California. Miles an hour now. Now I have also noticed that like the numbering gets very blurry from a distance. I'm not quite sure why that is. I've seen that. I think that's a core issue. But right now, I'm actually pretty happy with how the scenery looks. Definitely really gives off that California vibe. Oh, let's pull the power back now. Up to speed. I'm guessing. Oh, it looks like we're gonna stay at 55 for a bit. Yeah, got up to speed relatively quickly. Cool thing in game that you may have not noticed is if you turn on AC on in the cab, your windows will clear up more and their icon will show up on the MFD screen. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we're going up a hill a bit, so I'm gonna just get some power going. So wait, where is the air conditioning on this? There's the heater, not the air conditioning. Sand alerter. I don't know. Is it up? So that's just the fan. Oh wait, is it up here? Maybe? I don't know. Wait for speed. Close to any crossings by any chance? Should be marked on here. Oh yeah, there's one at this curve up ahead. I may fly up to watch the train go by. I don't know if it has gates or not. Am still noticing some like distant scenery, although that could just be because of rendering. So it's possible like the scenery is still very distant, but like it's just not rendering in. That's honestly something I hope Dovetail really begins to focus on in the future, is just improving the overall rendering of scenery. Because yes, honestly, Train Sim World doesn't have that great of rendering. Definitely think in the future it could be improved. I also noticed that the ballast color changes from time to time, which I think is pretty neat. I don't know if that's realistic, but it could be. AC is on the heater knob. Oh, okay. But yeah, I noticed that like the ballast color changes from time to time. Oh, look at that! You can see a cloud shadow. That is so cool. There's a crossing. Does it have gates? Yes, it does. All right. Oh, look! They actually made a proper. It's not great, but it's something at least. It's better than nothing. Okay, let's get a little extra power because we're not fully gaining speed. Now let's just hope that the crossings actually work. I also don't like that the bushes are shaking like that. Oh, it's just a bug. Probably just a rendering bug. Yeah, after this, I think I'll try to do a run in the 395. I'm probably gonna skip the tutorial because I already know how to drive it. So yeah, but yeah, I wanted to do this run on Cajon Pass first. So our train should go by any second now. Do we ever go up to 60? No, I guess we're stuck at 55, but that's all right. 55 is a good speed. You know, get up to 8, because yeah, we're going up another 0.7% gradient. How do you do free cam? Bus. I think you're. This might be a bit of a problem, guys. Incident. Uh-oh. Boom. He dead. Well, that was funny. Ah, this is nice. Seeing a freight train fly by at 55 miles an hour. Yeah, the gates actually work. Now, one thing I just noticed that the lights, they aren't flashing bright enough. So that's one thing to fix. These cars are... Are you gonna get mad at me? Oh wow, there's actually collisions with the cars now. Hey, stop honking at me. That's not nice. Yeah, it only took 5 years. Pull back the power a bit. Alright, pretty cool. Yeah, pull back the power a bit. Got 19 miles until Victorville. Probably get there. Probably get there in around 20 minutes. Okay, so far this is pretty chill. I like it. I really do like the new Gevo traction motors. They definitely do sound really nice. Definitely they definitely have much more of a grudge to them. It's like they actually feel powerful now. And they also had the lovely Gevo, which is very nice to see. Only disappointment really is just that they didn't add the, you know, like the very well-known like ticking noise that most freight locomotives make. That would have been nice. Is that a crossing over my head? I can't tell. Is it? Because I don't have the zoom feature because I'm using classic controls. $18 miles to go. Oh yeah, if you put a Gevo directly a mile in front of me with nothing in front, yeah, I can see why you would be able to see it. Now that is something I kind of hope Dovetail does implement in the future. Because obviously from a distance, there's no light reflections. That would be cool to see. Like the ability to see headlights from a vast distance, that would be really cool to see. So I'm trying to get a shot, kind of like this. Try to get a shot like this. That would look pretty nice. So we are losing speed, so I'm gonna go back up to full power. So you also said the AC was on here, so oh okay. Put it on haiku. Oh, is that it right there? Because I don't remember seeing that lit up. It's probably something like that. Yeah, this train's handling the grades pretty well, though then again we are relatively light. Only 5,500 tons. Oh, the in-cab light, not the front headlight. Oh, my bad. Of course, I'm not gonna notice anything in here because it's daytime, but so you definitely do still need to kind of manage your speed because Loser into Cersei just downloaded. Okay, thank you, Eleniar. For those who just got to the stream and wondering why I'm coughing so much, it's because if you haven't seen my recent community post, I recently got COVID. So, yeah, I'm still recovering. I'm on day 10 now. I kind of want to look at the scenery around here. I'm just curious. Because, you know, as a Californian, of course, is it supposed to be an airport? Can't tell. Maybe. If that's an airport, then that is not really that good looking. I mean, they probably didn't. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but I don't know. If that's supposed to be an airport, that's not that good looking. I was wondering what that was. The scenery does still look pretty nice overall. Again, am noticing some like distance scenery issues, but I think that could also just be because of rendering. It's like it's just not rendering out far enough. And yeah, let's see, are there any crossings around here? Obviously, there's definitely not a whole lot of stuff out here, just because, you know, it's desert. What's this? Not sure. Oh wow, you can actually hear the bell from a distance now. That's nice. I also like the rail sounds, although they do sound a little, I do like the freight car noises, but they do sound a little quiet, in my opinion. But they sound decent nonetheless. Yeah, so far it's been a pretty chill run. I like it. I'm trying to not be careful with the horn so it doesn't glitch out on me. Lovely. Oh, there's multiple cowboys. That's neat. I just realized I don't even see... Oh, ma'am, what are you doing? Why are you just standing up in the cab like that? Uh-oh. I think she's been oh, wait, is her head going through the... No, it's not. I think, our brake woman has been possessed. Oh, I'll screenshot that. Yeah, definitely. I'd love to be able to drive the SD70AC on this route. Definitely agree with you on that. And it's definitely doable too. I made a forum post like seeing if Dovetail could add Union Pacific layers to this route so that they're not just AI trains. Let me look at the gradient profile. Yeah, the section's really just flatness and lots of 0.7% gradients specifically, which is kind of weird. Actually, leave it at 6 because we're about to level out. So yeah, we'll lose a little bit of speed, but actually, we'll put us up to notch 7. Back. I'll leave it at notch 5 for now until we begin to gain speed. I'll probably knock it down to like 2 or 3. miles to go. Let's pull back the power since we are still going downhill. Oh, look, another train. Probably should dim my headlights. Or instead just the bright. Just turn off the ditch lights. It's an auto rack train. Oh yeah, something that also is disappointing is all the auto racks are just Union Pacific, which is very weird, to say the least. Also, I just noticed that there's like something flying through the cab in each car. Yeah, I'll probably do like a thorough like bug report to Dovetail on like all the little bugs I've found so far. Because I've definitely seen like a lot of small bugs in Train Sim World 3. It's like nothing that's like game breaking or anything, just more annoying. Is that a crossing? No, it's not. Alright, let's get some power going again. I like how they added some derail signs. I see those all the time on like these tiny sightings and whatnot. I remember this bug being so infamous on Munich Augsburg and Köln-Aachen in the AC3. Except that was the driver more than the conductor slash brakeman. Is that a crossing? Yeah, it is. I missed a sign. Any more crossings I should know of? Not for a while. Whoa, this is a very straight section. Yeah, this part of the route's fun. I like it. Scenery is a little repetitive, but I mean, what can you expect? It's just flat land. So, like, the scenery's not really gonna vary. It's the Mojave does it. There's nothing that exciting to see in the Mojave. I mean, there are certain areas because, like, Touchy Pass is definitely the more scenic version of this route. But, you get my point. I was watching a stream, do you remember me? And oh, it's a crossing. Sorry. I was watching a Cajon Pass stream, and someone looked in the auto rack cars, and there weren't any cars in them for whatever reason. Got 11 miles to go. Movie Cajon Pass, pure excitement. Wait, there was a movie in 2012 on the Cajon Pass? Hold on. Let me look this up. Cajon Pass. I probably just misread what you said. Let's pull back the power a little bit. I also kind of want to look through like the SD40 services because I'm kind of curious to see what you can do. It looks like you can do like a lot of local stuff in like Oro Grande and Victorville, but I also want to see if there's like anything like local services you can do in like San Bernardino, because there are a decent amount of there's like 3 local facilities within San Bernardino, so I wonder if like there are actually trains I get to interact with them. Seeing solar panels in the desert, super common here in California. There's also very close to the Mojave subdivision, kind of like where the boneyard is. There's like this set of mountains and whatnot, and it has all these wind turbines. It's super cool looking. Also, for anyone who's telling me to use the horn sequencer, no. Okay, do you remember? I have a question. Do engineers actually ever use the horn sequencer? Because I just don't see the point in using it. Is that another crossing? I couldn't tell. I'm not sure how common planes fly over the Mojave Desert. I mean, I guess, but actually no, it's not really that common for planes to be flying around this area because of course most traffic is going into LAX, but they have to fly over all the massive San Bernardino mountains. So usually they would. Yeah, usually they'd already be flying. They would have already flown over the mountains, and they'd be flying over like Ontario and stuff. Yes, there is an Ontario and Los Angeles. Like Ontario, Los Angeles, Orange County like area. Planes would already be lining up for approach for LAX. Yeah, like the San Bernardino Mountains, they are pretty huge. Let's get a little power. Thinking like there's another crossing coming up, but that's just the back of the horn post. Yeah, this route doesn't have a whole lot of crossings, obviously, just because it's mostly just lots of tiny towns and stuff. small towns out here. Yeah, I just don't see the point in having a horn sequencer, because you have to still hold on to it. I mean, I guess it's one less thing you need to think about if you're multitasking, but at the same time, it's still not that difficult, and it doesn't. If you're in an area that's like full of crossings, it's redundant because it's only working for a single crossing, and you can't. And I don't think you can adjust this. Like how fast you sound the horns. You kind of have to time. Yeah, you kind of have to time when you sound the horn. Got 5 miles or 6 miles to go. Emotional damage. Don't know why I said that. I like saying that for whatever reason. Oh look, food stand. Surprisingly, in California, you can see like food stands like that all over the place. So honestly, I honestly think it's a really good thing that Dovetail made that as a collectible. So you can see those like all over the place, especially in like very small towns. Looks like we're now coming up on Oro Grande, which is this little facility right here, which is a cement facility. And then there's also one in Victorville. And then, oh wait, that's also a cement facility, I believe, or it's some sort of facility. And then there's the Lucerne Valley subdivision, which expands for another 30 miles down to Cushenbury. So there is Oro Grande's cement facility. So yeah, a lot of cements transported on this route. Closest thing to our speedometer HUD on the right hand side would be the control top MFD TR display, as it would show a side view line of what the track out in front of your loco is for 100 yards. Oh, interesting. So we're now passing by Oro Grande. This area looks pretty nice. Yeah, so far I've definitely been enjoying this nice 55-mile-an-hour action. 2.5 miles, gonna slow down to 35. Now, honestly, I don't know how I feel about Dovetail changing the meters into feet. Like, I guess it makes sense, but at the same time, now I have to completely relearn it. Because a mile is about 4,000 something feet. I don't know. I can't always change it though, but then I have to manually change it for every. I have to manually change it. Oh shoot. Okay, hold on. You know what? I'm gonna change it because I honestly don't like. I honestly don't like it. So let's see. HUD and gameplay. Now the part that sucks is now I have to change it every single time I go between different countries. So let's see. Imperial distance unit. Put it into yards. Oh wait, oh yeah, it's just for Imperial though, so I can leave it at yards. Yes, let's go! Oops, crossing. Okay, so 1.5 miles, you gotta slow down to 35 miles an hour. I'll begin slowing down at about a mile, I'd say. Probably just rely on just the dynamics. Oh, 5,280 feet, yeah, I feel like I keep forgetting that easily. Speed up a little bit, although I'd say probably at the next Probably the next signal is when I want to slow down. I shouldn't be too worried because I'm... Yeah, nah, we can slow down a little later. Actually, we are getting an approach limited? No, it's an advanced approach, I think. So yeah, I'm gonna pull back the power now, as a matter of fact. Might as well just let the train coast down. Like, as long as I know where the speed change is, then I can just brake accordingly from there. So I'll take us down to like 30 miles an hour. I don't think we're going on the Frost crossover in this journey. I think the Frost crossover is past Victorville. Yes, so far it's been very chill. I've been liking it. Haven't been taking a lot of pictures though. Let's get some pictures while we're at it. I probably should apply the brakes since we're on flat territory, but just do a minor application dynamics. Yeah, then release it. We'll just let us go. We'll let our train get under. Oh, look at that. There's a little bridge. So far the weather hasn't really worsened at all this journey. Oh, I remember. Oh, I remember this part of the route. Yeah, I remember seeing this in a rail fanning video. Let's get some power going, so we don't lose speed. Yes, let's get these lovely pictures. Man. Sometimes I suck at taking pictures. Let's leave it on like notch 3. Okay, probably should be paying attention because we are only a mile. We only have a mile to go. Okay, we're getting a caution anyways. See the crossing. Oh, yeah, we're now approaching Victorville. Yeah, I'm just gonna bring us in nice and slow. Okay, I don't see a crossing anywhere. Probably like 0.7 miles. I'm gonna begin to hit the brakes. Probably I'm gonna use the air brakes because again, Victorville is a very common place for engineers to test their air brakes. So that's what I should do. Wait, it's not a crossing. So I say we begin braking about now. Start on a minimum application and I'll slowly begin to apply them again. Or slowly apply them. So this is basically how we're doing the brake test. Get us down to like 15 miles an hour, and then we'll probably just coast like that until we have to come to a stop. release the brakes. Our brakes are most definitely working. Kind of have noticed that the lighting has begun to get more washed out, so I think the clouds are beginning to worsen a bit, but nothing's really changed. Not a whole lot has changed this journey. Alright, let's get some power so that we don't lose too much speed. Dovetail did a good job on just like the modeling of like all these industries and stuff. I love hearing that Jiva whoop. Okay, probably should start slowing down now. Here, get it on minimum application. Yeah, I am coming in a little hot. Just gotta be careful. At least we're on a small upwards climb, but yeah, we're coming in pretty fast. Doing a little bit of a brake test. Do you know, besides the track hotbox detector, that the EOTD can do the same job? No, I did not know that actually. Alright, let's get a little more brakes. Oh, look at that. Perfect stop. Look at that. Oh, no, I have to stop directly on it. Gosh darn it. Well, it was an attempt. I still think that was a pretty good stop. Okay, at least now it's not too much of a pain to get the train moving. I don't know if that's just because my train is relatively light, or if I don't know, because Dovetail said that they tried really hard to make the physics as realistic as possible. So I'll take their word for it. So yeah. Alright, nice. I got a gold. It took us 56 minutes to go from Barstow to Victorville. Pretty good. Okay. Oh man, it's already 11:30. Jeez. Okay. I only have time to do one more service. And we are going to do Southeastern High Speed. And we shall be doing the Ashford extension. So let's get in the good old Javelin. Now, oh cool, they actually give you the option to drive the Trainbow now. So it's not like it's not a randomized chance. So that's pretty neat. Okay, so let's see here. So we're gonna now. It would be cool if I could find a service that skips Ebbs Fleet, and I think those are only done in the afternoon. So let me go. So let me go to like. Let's go 17 o'clock. Do a 17 o'clock service. What are some of these services? Continue preparing these units for passenger service at Ashford. Oh. So I guess it looks like... interesting. So, St. Pancras International to Dover Priory. Oh yeah, there's services to Maidstone West. That's pretty cool. Okay, so we're going to do this... We're going to do 1J50 from St. Pancras International to Dover Priory. Okay, what do I want to do about weather? Oh, okay. Select the service and then... What do I want to do? I want to see the route in its glory, so we'll just leave it at where it's at right now. Actually, change it to July, just to reduce the chances of it raining. And there's a spammer in the chat. Love hearing the SD60E start. Hearing the turbo wind up is an awesome feeling. Oh yeah, those units. I actually. Oh yay! My liveries have been saved. Hey, look, there's my Trainbow. Yay! I'm happy. Okay, let's get this puppy set up. So before we even open the doors and get the main controls set up, let's turn on the safety systems. TVM and KVB are on. And now AWS and TPWS and DSD have been enabled. Alright. Alright, so let's insert the master key. Do that. Turn on the DRA. And let's get the doors open. Uh-oh. That might be a bit of an incident. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, this is my train bow. Oh, oops. Also, why is my cab door open? When did I open that? Oh, I thought I selected the main train bow, but no. Instead, our actual train bow is here. So we're driving our train bow, and it's train bows everywhere. Let's go. I love it. Dude, why are you staring at me like that? I don't like you. Set that to day. Set the desk illumination to high. Turn on the reading light. See, that's been all set. Reverse it to forward. Make sure the pantograph's properly up. And I think we're all good to go. Alright, let's get going. Although I'm probably going to take some pictures before I get going, so we're going to be a little late leaving. We're also only a single unit, so that's unfortunate. Oh, this is Trainbow Paradise. I'm trying to get a good angle, though. Oh, look at that. I love the lighting. It's so gorgeous. It's awesome that my liveries got to move over for the Javelin. So yeah, here we are, London, St. Pancras. I'm trying to see if I notice any major differences. Not really. Alright. Anyways, let's get going. And I can do this HUDless. Oh, whoops. I kinda forgot to turn off DRA. Now we can go. And off we go. Speed limit is 40 kilometers an hour. They definitely did update the sounds a little bit on the Javelin. Oh yeah, I do remember. I think the catenary is brand new. I heard, or at least they made the catenary a lot more realistic. Oh geez, there's a Javelin waiting for me. Sorry. Sucks to be you. Oh, this train boat looks. My train boat looks sick in the. Oh, that's new. The scenery does feel different around here. Alright, we should be able to proceed up to 60 now. We're probably going to see a lot more traffic later. Alright. We can now probably proceed up to 80. And into the tunnels we go. Our starting speed limit is 80 kilometers an hour. Oh yeah, we gotta see if the wire spark. I didn't even try to look for that on Kassel Wurzburg. So apologize for that. Looks like the track model's new in here. Now, I think they forgot to add lighting to the tunnels. I think that was a common criticism. But honestly, it's not that big of a deal because it looks like they brightened up the headlights a bit on the Javelin, so it's pretty easy to see in here. Can I take a picture in here without glitching? Oh, nice, I can. Also, slightly updated sounds. Oh, that actually is a sick picture on its own. Oh, jeez. That actually does look pretty sick, not gonna lie. Ooh, the late bacon go burr. Oh, yes. What's up, Eris? Alright, speed limit is now 225. Now it does sound a little bit quieter in the cab. That is something I've noticed. Yeah, it does sound a bit on the quiet side. But it still sounds good. Oh, I'm sorry, again, I forgot to look at the continue, but we need to start slowing down. Or actually speeding, as a matter of fact. Yeah, we need to get some brakes going. Oh, jeez. Get it at like 60. Yeah, now I gotta get down to 100. Oh, that just sounded like a catenary spark. Now, one thing I have noticed is that there's like all these like white pixels in the tunnel. Now, this was an issue before, but it looks really noticeable now. So hopefully that's something that gets fixed in the future, because it looks very weird. Alright, pull back the power. Release the brakes. And we're not far now from Stratford International. Get some power going just to maintain our speed. Alright, let's begin slowing down. Want to hit the platform at about 60 kilometers an hour, although it looks like we're coming a little fast. Oh shoot, I forgot to turn off the stop marker. Oh well. Lighting looks really nice. Oh geez, we're coming in fast. Yeah, full brakes. Okay, we are gonna overshoot a little bit. Sorry guys, someone walked in. And I overshot, so we're just gonna pretend I'm a 12-car train. Wait, I don't even need... Actually, probably do want to turn the DRA on in this train. Because this train doesn't have a traction lock for the doors. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Had to deal with something. Alright, so we're now at Stratford International. Ooh, hold on, let me get some pictures here because the lighting is super nice here. Oh, ooh, that's a nice angle. Only 10 seconds behind schedule, no big deal. Alright, so now I'm gonna leave the HUD on because I don't know what to do next. Because we're now going onto the extension. Our next stop is... oh, keep forgetting about DRA. Next stop is Epsley International, Platform 3. I was hoping we would skip it, but it's okay. There's not a lot of services that skip Epsley. I think it's only during the peak hours. They definitely smoothened up some of the track around Stratford because it used to be really jerky. So I'm glad that they updated it. Speed limit is now 125. Also, hold on. I'm gonna disable the objective marker because I hate it when that thing's on. Apply. There we go, problem fixed. Alright, speed limit is 225. Due in about 8 minutes. So we are gonna go 15 miles in 8 minutes. It's pretty cool. I wonder if, I'm guessing the physics got some upgrades. Yeah, I'm guessing the Javelin got some physics upgrades during this upgrade. So I think after this service, I'm just gonna look through like the service count and stuff, look through some of the scenarios. I'm just curious to see what there is. Also, may look around to see if there's anything else interesting to note. So yeah, lots of this is being underground to get out from the London skyline. I think originally this line was supposed to be at ground level, at least coming out of Stratford. But I think due to noise complaints, they made it underground, which is kind of sad, but it's fine. Honestly, it's kind of cool being in the tunnels, because it really gives you that sensation of speed. The tunnel lighting has definitely been significantly better than it was on the original Southeastern high speed, so good job to Dovetail for updating the lighting. It does bug out from time to time, but definitely much better than it was. Now we are emerging from the tunnels. And we have 10 miles to go until Epsley International. Love the light adaptation feature. That was definitely a nice feature. And look, yay, new fencing. Now I can actually see what's going on. Oh yeah, some freight cars with I don't think those freight cars have even been in Train Sim World. I don't think I've ever seen those before in Train Sim World. So that's pretty cool. Looks like we got, say, a new freight car. Yeehaw. It's definitely great that they updated the fencing. HS1 definitely looks a lot better than it used to be. Ah man, I love this route. This route is so great. I honestly could, yeah. If I get enough time in on this route, I could honestly see this becoming my new favorite UK route. Because I think it is my favorite UK route. Yeah, yeah. The original Southeastern was my favorite, but now that I got a timetable upgrade, honestly, I could see it substantially being the best. Although Great Western Express is also a great route, and Brighton Main Line. Want to get more pictures? Oh yeah, I just realized our pantograph is all the way in the back on our train, so that's kind of unfortunate. Oh yeah. How's the scenery look around here? Doesn't look outrageously different, but it looks, I don't know. Oh, pay attention to the speed. Another javelin. Oh, you're talking about the Euro Tunnel. It actually doesn't take 4 hours. Actually, I think it takes no, it doesn't take 4 hours. Not quite sure where you heard that, because the speed limit for it is 100 miles an hour, and the Channel Tunnel is only about 30 miles. Oh man, I want to get a picture. Oh shoot! Ah crap! Oops, guys, I screwed up. And I turned off the reverser too. I am definitely with it right now. Oh my god, that was embarrassing. I wanted to take a picture of the bridge and whatnot, but oh whoops! I gotta close the circuit breaker. Please go up again, please. Uh-oh, that's an incident. Probably have to hold the control button and then do it. I think, yeah, you should be able to do it. Oh shoot, I completely forgot. Yeah, so we gotta get down to 130. Yeah, so we're basically out of power for the rest of the journey. Oops. You know, so the speed limit for the Eurotunnel is 100 miles an hour, and it's only about 30 miles, so it only takes like 30 minutes. Yeah, it only takes like 30 minutes to go. Oh, we have to slow down to 100, okay. Yeah, you have to slow, yeah. It only takes about 30 minutes, I think, to go through the Channel Tunnel. Now there is like there is a freight service where you can take your car through the Channel Tunnel. And it's like just a slow freight service. But again, even that probably only takes like an hour to get through the Channel Tunnel, if it's even that. Oh yeah, I need to figure out when I need to actually slow down for this station. So I guess I'll just start slowing down here. Hold on, let me try getting the pantograph up again. It's not. Do I have to do it while the reverser is neutral, or I don't know. Well, here we are on the lower level of Epsley International. Try to get the pantograph back up once we come to a stop. Ah, shoot, we're gonna overshoot. Oops, my bad. So here we are. Definitely not my best performance to say the least, but okay, now will it let me raise the pantograph? There we go. I had to come to a stop. So yeah, let's take a quick look around Epsley. So yeah, they made the interior explorable, so that's super cool to see. Kind of want to take a look inside it real quick before we get moving. Look at that. Yeah, looks pretty nice. And the passengers are taking the escalator. And then out here is the fast line, which is used by the non-stopper trains and the Eurostar trains. And then the station is very interestingly designed because, like, usually in this kind of situation, trains would be slowing down or would be stopping on the outer tracks, and then the inner tracks would be a fast line. But here, the fast line is on the outside, which is definitely really interesting. It's definitely a very interesting design, to say the least. I really like the way the HS1 was designed. Just take a picture before we get going. Alrighty. Now, what if there are instances where you go into that platform? It's possible. Alright, let's shut the doors. And our next and final stop is Ashford International. So we are now entering the extension. Let's go. Hello, welcome to the stream. Also, hello, Jacko. Is it a mod? No, it's actually a livery made by me. Oh, look at that! There's a javelin skip in the station. Sick. Oh, that is so cool to see. That was probably a depot run. Yeah, it was probably a depot run coming from Ashford, heading down to St. Pancras. But that was super cool. Alright, speed limit is 130. Also, sorry to answer your question, Jacko. It's actually a livery I created that I made about a year ago, I'd say. Speed limit is now 225. So yeah. So yeah, it's a nice little train bow I made. Yeah, pretty proud of how this livery came out. Oh, wait, why didn't it kick me back into the cab? That might be a bug. But wonder how long we gotta wait until Dovetail makes American Steam now. I could see him doing it sooner than later. So yeah, these are these new sounds that play when the train speeds up. Yeah, it looks like it begins to fade away once you get faster. I mean, something that I think would be really cool is if they made like a backdated Sherman Hill that had the big boy on it. That would be really cool. I wonder if we'll get lucky and see like a TGV. Probably not. I think there's also like an AI ICE3 that occasionally shows up. Oh wait, I forgot. I don't even have LGV installed. Gosh darn it. Yeah, I still haven't reinstalled all of my DLCs yet because it takes a while, and I wanted to get the 3 main routes reinstalled first, and they took a while. Kassel Würzburg was 10 gigabytes, so yeah, very expensive route. And then I think Cajon Pass was like 7 or I think it was like 8, I think, and then Southeastern was like 7. Okay, we're now at 180 kilometers an hour. Yeah, this train definitely does not handle steep gradients well. Got 27 miles to go. Now here's the thing, also, like, it would be cool to get an American steam route, but I feel like there's still so much that needs to be done in America. Like, it's especially on the passenger side. Like, I honestly wouldn't mind like an American like steam freight route. I think that I'd be fine with that, but honestly I wouldn't, because we're definitely lacking a lot of US passenger content. So that's why I'm hoping that Dovetail, I mean, Dovetail just needs to make more US passenger routes. Diesel's definitely diesel. Yeah, if you're not into the big boy, that's fine. I'm into that stuff though. Alright, now we're starting to pick up some speed. Getting close to the oh jeez. Getting close to the Medway Valley Viaduct, or the Medway Viaduct. I think it's actually coming up right now, which is why we're going down such a steep gradient. Hit the brakes. This I could definitely learn HUDless. I don't even know why I have the HUD on. I just want to have it for when I learn how to do or just stopping at Ashford. And here it is, the lovely Medway Viaduct. I gotta get a picture on this thing. It's like that. Oh, look at that. Gorgeous. Alright guys, sorry about that. It's about 23 miles to go to Ashford International. Alright, full power. Definitely gonna lose some speed here. Now something I wonder is why they didn't make the Javelin have a top speed of like 300 kilometers an hour. You'd think that since it's running on the HS1, that it would be able to go up to those speeds. Now obviously Southeastern is just a domestic high speed train, so and it doesn't necessarily even need it because it gets to the HS1 relatively quickly. But you still think that they would have made it, like, you still think they would have done it just for reduced travel times and whatnot. It's like, I don't know, that's just, maybe it was like something with Southeastern saying they didn't want it faster than 230, but I'm not sure. It's another javelin. Oh, I saw that other special livery, and then that other train boat you saw, that was a livery I downloaded from one of my friends. Oh, we're going downhill, just realized. Going down. Man, these gradients are just steep. It's crazy. Now, the scenery definitely isn't the most impressive, honestly, on this extension, because it's all in a trench. But it's fine. I mean, the Medway Viaduct is a lovely thing to see. Would be cool if maybe if Dovetail extended this route to Dover Priory. Although I feel like that's just asking too much. But that would be pretty cool to see, though. Because I think it's like another 19 miles past Ashford, and has some pretty decent scenery, from my understanding. Got 17 miles to go. And there's another javelin. Wow. The amount of traffic is insane. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. I want to see the catenary spark. So let's go to the back. Oh, there was one right there. Let's see if I can. I wonder if I could try to catch one on. I want to try to see if I could catch. Oh jeez, I'm speeding. I'll try to see if I could catch one in an image, although that's happening are almost impossible. Like, you can see tiny ones like that. Hit the brakes. I'm just taking it like random pictures and just hoping I get lucky. Got 13 miles to go to Ashford International. I believe there's also an instance where we cross over the Chatham Main Line, but I think we already... Yeah, I think this is the Chatham Main Line right here. So yeah, that would have been a missed opportunity for me. Honestly, it would be cool if like we one day got to a point where we have almost the entire Southeastern network. Like, my dream Southeastern network would be having the entire Southeastern loop. So it would go, extend the route to Ramsgate, or yeah, to Ramsgate, and also, or just yeah, basically connect at the Ashford extension to Ramsgate as well. So then you have the massive Southeastern loop, so then you can do full javelin services. And then it would also be cool if Dovetail eventually make like a Southeastern route that serves like the like that's within the London area, that's more focused around commuters, and I was thinking like maybe they do London Charing Cross to Dartford, but as its own route, and then include, because there's 3 lines that go to Dartford, and there's a very wide variety in services there, so I think that would be a really cool route to see at some point. And I guess you could merge it with Southeastern, but there's not too much of a point because there's not too many services that run between the 2 routes, so that'd be cool. Dovetail could also add the Medway Valley line from Train Simulator. That would be cool, and then you can have Maidstone West services for the Javelin. That'd be really cool. And then I don't know if I'd want to see the rest of the Chatham Main Line to London Victoria. I wouldn't mind it, but I don't know if I'd find that enjoyable. I'd prefer the route honestly to be extended to Ramsgate and Dover Priory. That way you can have longer commuter services. Strasburg, Lancaster, Pennsylvania is a short railroad, only 7-ish miles long, and steam locomotives top speed is 15 miles an hour, but it's the atmosphere and location that makes it a good route. I see. So it'd be kind of like West Somerset Railway, where it's like a heritage railway. Slow but scenic. Got 6.5 miles to go. So you really need to be paying attention to the gradient so that suddenly you don't be overspeeding from a massive downward gradient change. But it's also really just a challenge of trying to maintain your speed. So now we're going down to 1.1% gradient, so I gotta pull back the power. So you just have to really keep an eye out. It is still relatively relaxing though. Now I wonder how like the Eurostar trains handle. Oh, looks like we gotta start slowing down. Yeah, I honestly wonder how Eurostar trains handle the grades. They probably handle them similar to the Javelin, but they're traveling at much higher speeds. So that's the difference. Down to 160, and I think I just need to get down to 130. Yeah, just taking it slow. Slowly bringing us down. It's actually pretty easy to slow down. They give you a lot of room to slow down on this route, or for Ashford. Oh no, we get to hold it 160, okay. Really took in a whole lot of pictures. Get a picture up front. Now, why did they slow me down to 160 though? Seems a bit weird. Oh, because in a mile we had to slow down to 160. That might explain it. Now I gotta slow down again. Now, do they want me to slow down to 100 or 130? That's what I need to figure out right now. I'm gonna assume it's 130 because I'm not gonna get penalized if I do overspeed. I'm just going down just in case. Oh yeah, because then It's 130. Good job. So just hold this at 130 and we'll probably begin to slow down. Probably a little over half a mile. Let's find a good reference. Don't have to slow. Oh, geez, never mind. I do have to slow down. Okay, so it gives me a warning for 100. Okay. At least now I know. Oh no. It got mad at me for speeding. 64? 64 kilometers an hour? Oh, those are my... Probably because those are... Ah, dude. He even got mad. Alright, well, reset the brakes. I forgot how harsh KVB is. Even if you're just 1 kilometer over the speed limit before it actually changes, it gets very mad at you. Except I think that was also because I was approaching... I don't think it penalized me for slowing down. Or for slightly over speeding the 100 limit, but shortly after that there was a 60 limit, so I wasn't slowing down soon enough. Anyways, we are here at Ashford International. And then on our left is the high-speed line that thunders down to the Channel Tunnel. Oops, I overshot a bit. I didn't see a stop car marker. Oh well. Now I might as well also do what drivers do in real life, even though we're not continuing this service. We're gonna set that to neutral. Gonna lower the pantograph. Just back to forward. And now we're on third rail. Oh, look at that lighting. Lovely. Very vibrant and warm colors. Oh. Oh, there you go. It took us 39 minutes. Definitely not my best performance ever, but yeah, that was a pretty good run. Alright, so unfortunately that's all the time I have for today, so I think all I'm going to do for the rest of the stream is just take a look at certain things. Oh, Loser into Circe installed, so that's pretty neat. I just wanted to look at let's look at scenarios real quick. Okay, so it does count your scenarios from Train Sim World 2, so that is cool. Take control of a Class 66 from Dartford to Who Junction and back again. That sounds fun. Rider on the Thames, take this 465 from Dartford eastbound. Javelin throw, bring this Class 395 into service from Ashford Depot before leaving toward London St. Pancras. Drive in early morning, service to a storm using a replacement Class 375. Power issue means this 395 service from Faversham to St. Pancras is cut short. Interesting. Alright, so those are some pretty cool scenarios. Now what about the timetable? So, let's see here. Does it say how many services? I thought it did tell you how many services each train had. I'm not seeing it. Because I think that... But I do like how they organize the livery selection. That I think is pretty cool. Okay. Yeah, I just want to look through the service selection. I'm just curious what there is. So Ramsgate to... Yeah, Ramsgate to Faversham. Or Ramsgate to St. Pancras, St. Pancras to Margate, Maidstone West. St. Pancras to St. Pancras. Faversham back road to Faversham. Drive this empty coach stock service from St. Pancras International to Faversham. Ooh, that sounds fun. Oh yeah, that sounds fun. Yeah, so there's a lot of empty stock moves on this route. I'm gonna have a lot of fun on this route. Now, what about the 375? Ramsgate to Dover, Ramsgate and Dover Priory to London Victoria, Dover Priory. So it looks like most of these services are just London Victoria to Dover Priory. And some empty coach stock moves. Are there any services that end in Gillingham? Looks like there's some. But not as much as there used to be. Now what about the 66? Oh jeez. Mixed MFA. Okay, I don't know if I want to look through all this, but it looks like there's a lot of stuff. So yeah, pretty cool. And the 465, I think I heard, has more services than yeah. Okay, what about Cajon Pass? I just want to see if there's anything. Let's look at the scenarios real quick. So, shop class. Prepare the ES-44C4 and bring into service as the lead of a formation. I already know what Through the Fire and the Flames is. There's been reports of a wildfire along the track. Be extra careful when taking an ES-44C4 on a run through the Barstow. Inspect a formation on the inspection lines at Barstow. Or a formation on the inspection lines at Barstow. Torrential rain has caused a landslide in the cutting cutover onto the UP lines. Okay. Avoiding traffic to make it to the destination. Now that sounds cool. That's on the Palmdale cutoff. Spend a shift moving around cars in the Victorville cement plant. That sounds cool. And then free switching at Barstow. Now that sounds like a good selection of scenarios. Oh yeah, Luzerne to Cersei now has 2 new scenarios. I think it's Detour Aid and Unexpected Express, I believe. But we'll try those some other time. Now what about Kassel Würzburg? Icebreaker, perform a speed test. Run late night. This late night parcel train from Bergson to Würzburg. Fast track to Fulda. An afternoon run down to Fulda changes for the worse when bad weather causes a fault on the train. Probably LZB. After maintenance, drive a single ICE 1 car from Fulda to Kassel. Kassel run, take a service from Würzburg to Fulda where you'll swap trains and then drive from Fulda to Kassel. Drive the 185.2 freight service will be going from Würzburg to Fulda and be overtaken by passenger ICE trains. Poor weather has slowed down the lines, causing adverse signaling and traffic. Pretty good. I really like the scenarios that they got for this. Now, in terms of the ES-44, are there any interesting services I should know of? I feel like it's all just going to be mainline stuff. I was kind of hoping that there would be some switching moves or services where you can go to the Barstow shops. That would have been kind of cool, honestly. But no, that doesn't look like to be the case. Now I got the SD40. So we got a local service from San Bernardino to Hesperia. Hesperia to Barstow. It's the same one, interestingly. Local service to Victorville. Barstow yard switching. Local service to San Bernardino. From where though? Victorville to Thorn. Thorn to Victorville. Barstow yard switching. Mixed freight from San Bernardino to Hesperia. Mixed freight service to Hesperia. Barstow yard switching. Mixed freight service to Victorville Cement. So there isn't really anything serving the facilities within San Bernardino, so that's a little underwhelming. I was also hoping that there'd be some switching in San Bernardino because there is the intermodal facility. But it's okay. Now, what kind of services are there for the 185? It's probably just back and forth services that also go in just parts of the route. Yeah. It's a decent amount of services. Now, how many services does the AC3 have? Probably a lot more than it should. Alright, that's pretty cool. Is there anything else I want to look at? Honestly, not really. I think that is going to be it. I think that is going to be it for this stream. Yep, alright. Well, I think that is going to be it for tonight's stream. I hope you all enjoyed my first look at Train Sim World 3. It's definitely getting late for me now, and I should probably go to bed. So that is what I shall do. So I hope you all enjoyed the stream. I'm hoping to stream tomorrow. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing for more Train Sim World 3 content and streams. And I will see you all later. This is Crazy Dash. Peace out.